Hello and welcome to Race 3 SFR F2, and today we don't have a lot of people and we only have like 10 people attending the race, so pretty much everybody's gonna get points. But anyway, here are the driver standings. Joe is leading by quite a bit and I am down in P6. And in the Constructors' Championship, Cheruz is leading and ART is down in 7th with 20 points. Let's hope that we can drag ART up from P7 and maybe get a podium this race. And I'll see you on track. Alright, and we are starting our qualifying lap, one-shot quali as always in F2. And coming down to the first corner, I take it pretty well. I lose the position to Joe. Stellar Toy takes the lead. I've fallen back to P4 now. Now, coming out of village, I get a pretty decent exit. Now coming to Brooklands, I go a little bit wide here, a bit too much speed. And Lovefield, I get a pretty decent exit, but I'm just losing time to the guys in front, just a little bit at a time. Now coming out of Cops, that I took the corner a bit hesitantly. I don't want to invalidate, so I'm not pushing at 100%. And I take Chapel pretty good. I go a bit wide there. Now coming to Stowe, my braking point is the start of the curb there. I do use the racing line, but for some corners I use other braking points for my braking markers, because sometimes the racing line doesn't show the best way to take a corner or the best place to brake. But yeah, we are at the bottom of the fastest guys, a 10th of Stellar Toy and almost 5/10 down from Joe. But yeah, Silverstone is one of my best tracks. I didn't practice a lot for this race. I think if I had practiced more, I could have improved like by 2/10. But yeah, anyways, the strategy is we're just starting on hard tires and going to the end. As always in the sprint race, you didn't have to take or do a pit stop in the sprint race. So yeah, but I'm pretty bad at starts on the hard tires. Okay, 0.8 meters, not the best placement, but still purple. Now 5 red lights and we are out, and I immediately short shift to second, and that kills all of my momentum and I lose pretty much every position. I'm down to 9th now. And Joe goes on my inside. I don't protect it that much. There's a lot of fighting ahead of us. I just try to avoid incidents and keep my nose clean. And there's an incident up in front. Don't leave spins, and I hit Joe in the back. Joe also lost his front wing and end plate, and I get an illegal overtake on DGP, which forced me to give up the position. But I get a better exit, and I'm trying to look for an overtake somewhere. He goes wide in Cops, so I take a look on the outside, going into the inside here. I brake a bit earlier than he does. Try to get a better exit out of Chapel, which I do. A lot better exit. But let's just see if I can overtake him into Stowe. We're side by side right now. And I brake a bit later. Go a bit wide here. Try to go for yeah, tried to take their line again, and he just cuts me off a little bit. It's a racing incident, sadly. Okay, but yeah, as Falcon spins around, we are up to 7th. I believe we started at 6th, and now let's take a look at the incident. Yeah, it just spins. Joe hits him, and I hit Joe and get a little bit of wing damage from that, but it's only a very small amount. Yeah, Joe ahead of us is struggling a lot with his wing damage. So we're gonna just try to line up a move on him. And yeah, there's no real point in pitting in a sprint race, so he's gonna try to go to the end on his broken front wing. You can see he just goes wide at every corner. Now, coming out of Chapel, I tried to line up a move on him. I don't get the best exit because he parks it on the apex, but I am in his slipstream, so I'm gonna try to make a move on the inside here. He just lets me go by. And I go in the middle of the track here, just in case he tries to go for a re-overtake, but he doesn't. So yeah, let's try to keep up with the guys ahead. And we put in a fastest lap for now. Now coming to lap 4, I've caught up with the leaders now. I'm in their DRS. Nicola is leading the race right now, followed by Stella Artois and Yonni. Yeah, I'm just slightly losing contact to them. They're just faster at every corner. It says that I have too little minimal speed through the corners. So on the straights, I'm pretty competitive, I guess. As I get a warning, I go a bit wide here. Now, I've just lost DRS, and Yonni takes the fastest lap. And Nicola has gotten a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Yeah, Nicola and Johnny are fighting for position, and Nicola loses out there. You just have to keep in his DRS, but this time we didn't get DRS on him. We are catching a little bit, but my corner exits are a bit worse than theirs. Just afraid to put the power down. On this year's game, on F1 22, I'm just afraid to put the power down. In 2021, I think I was a bit faster because I wasn't afraid to spin. But on this year's game, it's so easy to spin, and yeah, just don't want to push it that much. So I would spin. Now, Nicola has lost contact to Stella Artois and Yonni ahead. And Stella Artois has gotten a 3-second penalty as well, but I doubt that I am capable of staying in that 3-second window. Unless they start fighting a lot. Yeah, he's already 5/10 of the penalty zone. And we have pretty much 1 lap to go, or 2 I mean, and Don Leaf spun and crashed, but since it's lap 11 out of 11, there will be no safety car or VSC. And coming to the last couple of corners of the race, we are going to take P3 of Nicola. And yeah, that's the first podium of the league for me, or of this season, I guess. Last season I did get one podium, almost two, if I hadn't been taken out by a backmarker lapped car in Imola last season. Yeah, the competition this year has gotten a lot stronger than it was last year, or this season than it was last season. And yeah, that's 6 points for us for the sprint race. And the top 8 get points in the sprint race, and the F1 point system is in the feature race. And I did put a faster lap in than Nicola did as well. Just over a tenth. Yeah, Joe with his wing damage couldn't capitalize. But yeah, he's leading the championship anyway, so. And he usually wins the feature race because he's always on pole. And now there is going to be rain at the end of the feature race, so we adjusted our strategy to extend the hard stint as much as possible for the rain to come. And 0.2 meters, it's a really good parking spot. We are going to start 5th on hard tires. 7th and below are all on soft tires, except for Falcon. And we have 5 red lights and we are out. And I get another horrible start. I just short shift again to 2nd. And I just get jumped by the slower soft running cars. I let them all pass because I figured they're on soft tires, but they're also one of the slower drivers. And I figured the softs should compensate for their skill level, but as you can soon see, we're just gonna lose contact to the front runners, and I'll have to battle through all of these soft runners. Yeah, falling down from P5 to P9. I go a bit deep here at Cops. Just watching them fight ahead of me, looking for an opportunistic move. Yeah, right now the soft runners are a bit faster than me, but Clot makes contact and half spins onto the grass, so that's one position for me. And Don Leaf and Nocturnal Gaiman are fighting like hell, just going for dive bombs everywhere. Now, coming out of Cops, Don Leaf is attacking TGP. I tried to get a good exit out of Chapel, but didn't turn out that well. Now, behind me, Clot is trying to overtake Falcon, but Don Leaf and TGP are fighting quite a bit, and Don Leaf stays ahead, or gets ahead of TGP. And Joe is still leading the race with Nicola behind him. And the gap to the front runners is getting bigger and bigger. Every lap I stay behind these guys. I get DRS. And Don Leaf is going for the overtake on Nocturnal Gayman, and they both spin each other out. TGP hits them as well, and I get another illegal overtake on TGP. And yeah, same as the sprint race, except same spot. But now we only have to overtake TGP. I get a pretty good run out of cops. Now on the gearbox of TGP, I try to line up a good exit out of Chapel, but I go a bit deep and don't get that of a good exit, but still faster than TGP. So I'm gonna try to take a look on the outside. He has a bit of connection issues. He weaves towards me. Yeah, I go a bit deep here, try to go to a switchback, but I get a snap of oversteer. And now Nocturnal Cayman is looking for a move. I go in the middle of the road, leave him space on the inside there, but I still keep the position. And somebody spun, clutch spun again. Now, lap 4 at Chapel. TGP is a bit more ahead of me, but I have DRS on him. And I won't go for a move this lap, but he goes wide. And the front runners are already 8 seconds ahead of us. But in my best lap, 1:41.6. Now, coming to Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. And I line up a pretty good exit. TGP doesn't get that good of an exit. So, I'm gonna take a look on the outside yet again. And now I am ahead of him. And I stay ahead. I think he just let me through. Yeah, now we have a lot of ground to recover to the front runners. Nicola has dropped to P4. And Don Leaf spun again on the hanger straight. Now lap 7. I have gained a bit of time to Nicola, and TGP isn't in my DRS zone anymore. And yeah, as Mark says, 10 minutes rain, so it's gonna be at the very end of the race, if it comes. Still gaining a bit on Nicola every single lap. Just need like a safety car or something. And some of the front runners are pitting. Which means I didn't go for the best strategy. The rain won't come probably if they're pitting onto softs right now. So we are going to have to pit this lap, but in F2 the undercut is massive, so we are gonna lose a lot of time to Nicola because of this. Honestly, I didn't even think about pitting or think about when the rain was gonna come. I didn't ask Mark at all. Now I ask him, and he still says 10 to 15 minutes, so that's 100% certain that the rain won't come. So we are gonna pit now for a set of soft tires. And TGP comes into the pits as well. Stellar Toy is 20 seconds behind us right now. They're just coming out of Stowe. But the guy we're really fighting is Nicola. you really want to get into his penalty zone, because he has the 3-second penalty, I believe. Ah, okay, not yet. And we are, how many seconds are we behind Nicola now? So we're 7 seconds behind him. He got a 2-second undercut on us. Yoni has a 5-second penalty. And now Nicola has a 3-second penalty. So it's time to get to work. See if we can catch up to Nicola. We have to gain 4 seconds. So pretty much just over a second lap to Nicola. Yeah, that bad start really screwed me. I think I would have been in at least in a close fight for maybe P2 in this feature race. And now Yonni has disconnected from the game. I think his PC crashed. It's sad. He was fighting for P2 with Stella Artois. But we have gained quite a bit to Nicola. We're just 5 seconds behind him. We need to gain 2 seconds to Nicola to overtake him with the penalty. And yeah, and now Yoni's AI is pitting. But we've only gained like 4 tenths to Nicola this lap, and we get our second warning of the race. And I doubt that we can gain 1.5 seconds in only one lap, unless Nicola makes a massive mistake. Just gonna do a full lap of the last lap. We lost a little bit of time coming out of left field. But I think the corners that we gained the most time is Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. Yeah, Nicola is just struggling on his soft tires. We are down to a second now. And coming to the last couple of corners, we are going to stay in P4, sadly. If we had one more lap, I think I could have gotten into Nicola's penalty window and gotten a P3 from the feature race as well. Yeah, congratulations to Joe. He's always so strong in these races, and he takes another feature race win. So let's take a look at the driver standings. Joe won the feature race, so he's at 100 points. Nicola's at 56. Johnny is at 54 because he lost a couple of points because he disconnected. Stella Artois in P4, and I have overtaken Clot for P5. And in the constructor standings, ART has overtaken Hightech and Prema. So has Carlin and MP overtaken Virtuosi. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, it really helps me out a lot. And see you in the next one.